We are getting this new reporting about the Biden campaign and about President Biden himself and how he is taking, especially all of these polls, which show him in some cases losing to former President Trump. Basically, our reporting says that Biden has grown angry and anxious about his reelection efforts. Symone, is that what you're hearing in your conversations with Democrats?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, if I were running for election against a person like Donald Trump, who has as many issues as he has and has committed as many alleged acts of criminality as he has, and I would be, you saw polls that said I was losing to him, even I would be like, well, what is going on here in America? And so I have heard the frustration from Democrats, but also that they do believe there is time and opportunity to get their message out now that it is a one-on-one, Trump and Biden, make that contrast so that folks understand their choice come November.
But he's got to drive the message, though. I mean, Biden's got to make the case every day against Trump, almost as though he's more of the challenger than the incumbent, right? He's got to sort of do that, prosecute the case against Trump.
How do you do that from the Oval Office? That's his challenge.
Look, I think you have to have an army of surrogates out there helping you every day. And I think you also have to try to get out there and do it yourself more aggressively. But there's so many examples. Just take the TikTok case where Trump changes his mind on banning TikTok, clearly in part because of the influence of a billionaire with a stake in TikTok. If you're a Democrat, how do you not scream that from the rooftops? This is brazen corruption. But where is that aggressiveness? I think it still remains to be seen if Biden can prosecute that case.
Look, I think that there's two angles that they can take here. One is this democracy angle. I would submit to you, I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working.
They would argue it has in the past. They would say it did in 2020 and 2022.
Well, abortion rights in 22 was more helpful, I think.
That's fair point.
And abortion is part of the democracy argument.
The biggest intervening factor between 2020 and 2024 has been inflation. And that has come into effect, and people really feel the impact of that. So unless the Biden team goes directly on the economy and talks about how a second term of President Biden would potentially be better economically than a second term of President Trump, I think that's the argument that they've got to go to. And I get it. It gets a tough argument to make because most people are inclined to believe that Trump's better on it.
Who was so dependent upon his opponent to win re-election. I mean,
yes, but this is not a normal election.
Of course it's not.
This is not a normal time.
Right.
And so I
Look
think
at Trump's comments yesterday.
Well, yes, exactly. Talking about the January 6th criminals as hostages, promising a bloodbath, demonizing immigrants, saying they are not human. So I just think this isn't a normal election.
That's the best bet for Biden, by the way.
The democracy plus what you're going to do for the voters is what is going to speak to them, I believe.
All right. Great conversation. You guys didn't need me here at all. Thank you.
It's your table. We're happy to be here.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.